If you need any Ultimate Team coins, head over to footcoinking.com. There's a link in the description, and if you use my discount code CHES, CHES, as you can see on screen, you'll actually now get a 10% discount for the rest of FIFA 14. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to episode number 44 of Luis Suarez's Road to Redemption. As you can see, we're 10 points off that Division 1 title with 4 games remaining. So we can most definitely achieve the title, and we'll try and do that, or at least get closer to it, in today's episode. Of course, we're only playing with the target team throughout the entirety of this Division 1 season, so squad fitness cards are of utmost importance, and we're applying one now before we head into our first game. And it actually is against a particularly strong side. As you can see, 3 international man of the matches in Benzema, James Rodriguez and Thiago Silva. 4 team of the seasons, Badimo, Ruffier, Matuidi and Zarate. Pace out wide with Lavezzi and of course the informed Lucas that we have as well in our starting lineup. And we also have the team of the year version of his right back, Dani Alves, as well. And actually, this guy was particularly good at the game as well. It took me ages to be able to break him down. This was actually one of my first chances of the game all told. And Lucas plays it over the top to Luis Suarez, and he is able to put it away. The keeper can't quite get there. Dinks it over him and into the back of the net it goes. So we take a 1-0 lead, but 3 in-game minutes later, in comes the corner, up goes Thiago Silva, and he's back on level terms. So, a difficult first half that we were hoping to build on in the second, and actually he was very much on the offensive throughout the entirety of all of the game, not just that first half. We were actually able to catch him on the counter-attack here. Suarez playing a nice 1-2 with Cavani, and I'm actually going to try and dupe him here with a fake step over. It doesn't work, so I'll try the fake shot instead. Cavani shows great strength to shove off the defender, slots the ball into the back of the net, and in the 66th minute we find ourselves 2-1 up, and then he commits the ultimate sin, and we've all been there, we've all done it. Unfortunately for him, we put the game to bed in the 86th minute. Plays the ball straight to Edinson Cavani, tidily slots it away underneath the goalkeeper. Ruffier perhaps unlucky not to get more on it. It did take a deflection off him, but we do get a 3-1 win, and of course that means 3 points for the team. So we're now safe in Division 1 at least on 16 points, and should we be able to get a victory against this side, we'll be within touching distance of that Division 1 title. Now this team is a decent Premier League side, but not only is it a lot worse than the side we've just played against, the guy that was playing with it was also not necessarily very good at the game. However, I got completely bullshitted out of this entire game. Now, I know we've suffered handicap at some points with this team already so far in this series. Petr Cech could have pumped that anywhere, by the way, but decides to pump it straight to Luis Suarez, and he rifles it into the top of net. And then watch these 2 headers from Vincent Kompany. The first one is perhaps more, legitimate than the second. Decent header there, powered into the back of the net. But this is Vincent Kompany against team of the season Gary Cahill from this corner. Watch the way Kompany rises and just powers all the way through him, and the power he gets on that header, despite jumping behind the man, is incredible. I was so pissed off, and 24 minutes in, we're 3-0 down. This episode shows exactly why handicapping is clearly a thing. The first game we played with exactly the same side against a team that was really, really strong, and we were able to come out victorious, and the team felt nice to play with. This game, completely the same side on our side of things, playing against an average Premier League side. He demolished me. He was worse at the game than the guy we played in the first game, but my entire team for the first half felt like absolute shit. They played like a team of bronzes, which was absolutely retarded. Once we scored the 5th and we headed into the second half, we were actually able to get back into the game, which is completely retarded. The game changed at half time. As soon as he scored that 5th, and Edinson Cavani had this shot, which was similar to this shot that his Robin Van Persie had on his weak foot to score his 4th, which incidentally found its way straight into the back of the net on RVP's weak foot. And my team of the season Czech wasn't able to save it, but his Czech can pull off a wonder save from a man of the match, Edinson Cavani. I am ranting a little bit here, forgive me, but as soon as we scored the first one here, the team felt fine again. It was back to normal. We absolutely annihilated the guy. Man of the match, Fellaini, scoring a header there at the back post against his Vincent Kompany that had destroyed Gary Cahill twice already in the game. Yet this time, Fellaini wins the header against Kompany, and it is quite an easy one. We're actually going to get another goal here. Fellaini at the back post. The mismatch with the defender at the back is Zabaleta. Fellaini, unfortunate not to score the initial header, comes back off the post. Suarez is there to tuck it away. So 5-3. He then went AFK as if to tease me in stoppage time. Lucas gets played through, then came back here, trying to stop me from scoring. We did score to make it 5-4, and then unfortunately we weren't able to score another goal, so we lose the game 5-4 thanks to that ridiculous first half and those horrendous 3 goals for Vincent Kompany and Robin van Persie. You can see how much the second half changed. We had so many shots, so much better than him, and unfortunately we lose the game, which means we now cannot, it is now physically impossible for us to accrue enough points to win the Division 1 title this year. So unfortunately that's going to bring the series to an end. We were only planning to have one Division 1 season. We will have a season finale on Friday in the normal 7:30 slots, so you guys can see exactly how we did throughout the series, and we can just recap, see how Luis Suarez did, see how the rest of our target team did, and see overall how we did stat-wise by having a look at the season history, etc. And that will come on Friday. But unfortunately, I got handicapped out of the Division 1 title, guys, and I can only apologise for that. But I think it was pretty obvious the way that that second game went, that the game was not necessarily being as fair as it should have been, and as it was in the first game of the episode. So sadly, we aren't going to win the Division 1 title, but we have had a really positive run in this series. We've won 3 games out of every 4 that we've played, so it's still quite successful. I am pleased with the way it's gone. It's just disappointing to end on a sour note. But we will have the roundup season finale on Friday night. But that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind. Let me know in the comment section if you've encountered any sort of BS like that, and if it's cost you a division title as well, like it did to me here. And of course, check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. There was Dortmund career mode uploaded earlier today. My player went up last night, which was significantly less viewed than normal, although of course you guys are starting to go back to school now, so that probably is the main factor for that. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.